This episode is brought to you by Glorify, the #1 Christian daily devotional app. Everything around us changes. God doesn't. That's why I love Glorify's 21-day challenge. It helps me build a simple habit of meeting with God every day. No pressure, just consistency. With Glorify, you can start your morning by reading the Bible passage of the day, diving into Glorify's daily devotional, and wrapping up with an immersive experience called Daily Walk with God. And if you need to take a few minutes to yourself in the middle of a busy day, try one of Glorify's guided meditations, or listen to their curated worship playlists for some quiet reflection. To end the day, enjoy Glorify's sleep meditations to help you wind down and put your mind and heart at ease. Whether you're a committed Christian or simply curious about faith, Glorify has something for you. Join over 20 million people who have downloaded the Glorify app and deepened their relationship with God. Listeners to the show can get full access to Glorify for just $29.99 for the entire year. That's Glorify's lowest price ever when you download the Glorify app now at glorify-app.com/redcircle. Feel closer to God this year with Glorify. Get full access all year for just $29.99 at glorify-app.com/redcircle. That's glorify-app.com/redcircle.
Have you ever felt like something is stirring deep within you? A sense of hope, a sense of longing, a sense of purpose. It's as if the heavens are whispering secrets in your ear, beckoning you to follow. You can't quite put your finger on it, but you know that something is about to change. You can feel it in your bones. There's a profound sense of awe when you begin to recognize that God is moving in your life. It's as if a gentle whisper is transforming into a powerful call, a call you cannot ignore. This journey, filled with divine intervention and miraculous shifts, is an experience unlike any other. Imagine waking up one morning and feeling a change in the air. It's not something you can see, but you can feel it in every fiber of your being. The struggles you faced, the dreams you've chased, all seem to be part of a grander plan. You begin to realize that God's hand had been guiding you all along, even when you felt most lost. Your heart starts to open up, and with it comes a flood of emotions. There's an unexplainable peace that washes over you, replacing your anxieties with a sense of purpose. It's as if the weight you've been carrying is being lifted, and you can finally breathe again. This is the moment you realize that God is not just watching over you, but actively moving within you. Each day brings new revelations. Little miracles that once seemed like coincidences are now clear signs of divine intervention. You notice how certain events align perfectly, as if orchestrated by a higher power. These synchronicities aren't random. They're messages from God reminding you that you're never alone. Challenges that once seemed insurmountable now appear as opportunities for growth. You begin to understand that every obstacle is a lesson in disguise, a chance to strengthen your faith and resilience. With God moving in your life, you find the courage to face your fears and overcome them with grace. There are moments of profound clarity where the path ahead becomes unmistakably clear. These epiphanies are like divine whispers guiding you towards your true purpose. You feel a surge of confidence knowing that you are exactly where you are meant to be. Each step forward is a step taken in faith, backed by the assurance of God's presence. Your prayers become more heartfelt, more earnest. You pour your soul into every word, and you start to feel a connection like never before. It's as if a direct line has opened between you and the divine. Answers come in unexpected ways, often through signs and symbols that resonate deeply within you. There are times when you feel an overwhelming sense of love, as if God is embracing you with open arms. This love is unconditional, transcending all human limitations. It heals old wounds and mends broken hearts, a sign that God is powerfully moving in your life. You realize that you are worthy of this divine love just as you are. When God is moving in your life, your dreams and aspirations begin to align with a higher calling. You start to see how your unique talents and passions can be used for a greater good. This realization brings a renewed sense of motivation and excitement. You are no longer chasing success for its own sake. You are pursuing a divine purpose. Every trial you face is accompanied by a profound sense of hope. Even in your darkest moments, you feel a glimmer of light guiding you through. This hope is not just a fleeting feeling. It's a steadfast belief that God is moving in your life. It gives you the strength to keep going, no matter what. When God starts moving in your life, you begin to understand the importance of surrendering to God's will. It's not about giving up. It's about letting go of the need to control everything. You trust that God's plan is greater than anything you could ever imagine. God's timing becomes more apparent, and you start to appreciate the seasons of waiting. You realize that delays are not denials, but divine preparations. During these times, you grow in patience.
This episode is brought to you by Glorify, the #1 Christian daily devotional app. Everything around us changes. God doesn't. That's why I love Glorify's 21-day challenge. It helps me build a simple habit of meeting with God every day. No pressure, just consistency. With Glorify, you can start your morning by reading the Bible passage of the day, diving into Glorify's daily devotional, and wrapping up with an immersive experience called Daily Walk with God. And if you need to take a few minutes to yourself in the middle of a busy day, try one of Glorify's guided meditations, or listen to their curated worship playlists for some quiet reflection. To end the day, enjoy Glorify's sleep meditations to help you wind down and put your mind and heart at ease. Whether you're a committed Christian or simply curious about faith, Glorify has something for you. Join over 20 million people who have downloaded the Glorify app and deepened their relationship with God. Listeners to the show can get full access to Glorify for just $29.99 for the entire year. That's Glorify's lowest price ever when you download the Glorify app now at glorify-app.com/redcircle. Feel closer to God this year with Glorify. Get full access all year for just $29.99 at glorify-app.com/redcircle. That's glorify-app.com/redcircle.
And wisdom, learning to trust in God's perfect timing. Every season has its purpose, and you embrace each one with grace. When God is moving in your life, you become more attuned to the voice of the Holy Spirit. This inner guidance leads you to make decisions that align with God's will. It's a gentle nudge, a quiet whisper that directs your steps. You learn to listen closely and follow this divine guidance, knowing it will never lead you astray. When God is moving in your life, miracles start to become a regular part of your life. They may not always be grand or dramatic, but they are undeniable. From small blessings to life-changing events, you witness God's power at work. These miracles strengthen your faith and remind you of God's limitless abilities. As you journey deeper into your faith, you begin to see the bigger picture. Life's struggles and triumphs fit together like pieces of a puzzle, revealing a beautiful masterpiece. You understand that every experience, good or bad, has a purpose in God's grand design. I still remember the first time I felt His presence. I was sitting in my car, parked on the side of the road, feeling utterly lost and helpless. I had just gone through a breakup, and my world was crumbling around me. As I sat there, tears streaming down my face, I heard a gentle whisper in my heart. I am with you, and I'm moving in your life. It was as if a warm breeze had swept through my soul, filling me with peace and comfort. In that moment, I knew that I was not alone. One of my favorite Bible verses is Psalm 139, verse 13 and 14. For you formed my inward parts. You knitted me together in my mother's womb. I praise you, for I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Have you ever stopped to think about how personal God's creation is? He knows every fiber of our being, every thought, every desire. And yet, He chose to create each of us uniquely, with our own distinct fingerprints and purposes. I've had friends who have experienced miracles in their lives, healings, breakthroughs, answered prayers. And while those are amazing testaments to God's power, I believe that He is just as active in our daily lives. Maybe it's not always dramatic or flashy. Maybe it's just a sense of calm in the midst of chaos or a whispered encouragement when we need it most. As we begin this journey together, I want to encourage you to be still and listen for those whispers. God is moving in us all the time, often in ways we don't even realize. Maybe it's a nagging feeling that something is off or a sense of restlessness that won't subside. Whatever it is, know that God is using it to get your attention. You know, there are moments in your life when you just can't help but feel that something extraordinary is happening. A shift in the atmosphere, a stirring in your soul. It's as if the very fabric of reality is being rearranged before your eyes. And that's exactly what you've been experiencing lately. God is moving in your life in ways you never could have imagined. It all started with a series of unexpected encounters. You found yourself crossing paths with people who seemed to speak directly to your heart, offering words of wisdom and encouragement at the most perfect moments. It was as if they were divinely placed in your life, messengers sent to remind you of God's unwavering presence and the plans He has for you. As you began to pay closer attention to these divine appointments, you noticed something even more remarkable. Your prayers were being answered in ways you never could have predicted. Doors opened where you thought there were only walls, and opportunities arose from the most unlikely of circumstances. It was as if God was orchestrating a symphony of events, each note perfectly timed and perfectly placed. One of the most incredible things you've witnessed is God's supernatural provision. When you found yourself in need, whether it was financial, emotional, or spiritual, He always came through in ways that left you in awe. It's as if He has a special way of meeting your needs, often before you even realize you have them. And the best part, He does it all with a love and grace that is beyond your wildest dreams. But perhaps the most astonishing aspect of God's movement in your life has been the miracles and healing you've witnessed. You've seen people healed from debilitating illnesses, relationships restored, and broken hearts mended. It's as if God is reminding you that He is the ultimate healer, the one who can take the most impossible situations and turn them into testimonies of His power and love. As you've walked through this incredible season, you've also experienced a profound sense of spiritual growth. It's as if God is taking you on a journey of transformation, stripping away the things that hold you back and replacing them with a deeper understanding of His love and a greater desire to serve Him. And the more you surrender to this process, the more you see Him moving in your life in ways you never could have imagined. One of the most powerful experiences you've had during this time has been the supernatural encounters you've had with God. It's as if He is breaking through the veil that separates the natural from the supernatural, allowing you to catch glimpses of His glory and the wonders of His kingdom. These encounters have left you forever changed, filled with a sense of awe and wonder that can only come from the presence of the Almighty. As you've continued to walk in this season of God's movement, you've also been blessed with prophetic promises that have filled you with hope and excitement for the future. It's as if God is giving you a glimpse of the incredible things He has in store, and it's fueling your faith and spurring you on to greater things. You can't wait to see how these promises unfold in the days and weeks ahead. Of course, with all the incredible things God is doing, it's not surprising that there is also a spiritual battle raging. The enemy is doing everything he can to try and derail this incredible journey, throwing obstacles and distractions in your path. But you've learned that when God is moving, the enemy is always on the move as well. And that's why it's so important to stay focused, to keep your eyes fixed on Jesus, and to trust in His power and protection. As you face these obstacles and challenges, you've been amazed at the way God has empowered you to overcome them. It's as if He is giving you a supernatural strength and resilience that you never knew you possessed. And the more you lean into Him, the more you see Him moving in your life in ways that are truly awe-inspiring. One of the most exciting things about this season is the spiritual breakthroughs you've been experiencing. It's as if God is opening up new realms of understanding and revelation, allowing you to see things from a higher perspective and to grasp the depths of His love and purposes in a way you never have before. And as you step into these breakthroughs, you can feel the momentum building, the excitement growing, and the anticipation of what's to come. Another incredible aspect of God's movement in your life has been the supernatural acceleration you've experienced. It's as if He is speeding things up, moving you forward at a pace that you never could have imagined. And the more you surrender to this acceleration, the more you see Him opening up new doors and opportunities, propelling you towards the destiny He has for you. I love how Jesus spoke about the Holy Spirit as our comforter. When we're feeling lost or scared or uncertain, God is right there with us, whispering words of comfort and peace. And yet, we often forget that He is always present, even when life gets tough. One thing that has helped me cultivate a deeper awareness of God's presence is meditation and prayer. Taking time to quiet my mind and listen for His whispers has been transformative for me. And I want to encourage you to do the same. Make time for silence and stillness in your daily routine. What if God is moving in your life right now? What if He is whispering secrets to you about your future or purpose? Don't be afraid to take risks and follow His lead. Remember that He is with you every step of the way. I've seen people experience some amazing breakthroughs when they've stepped out in faith and trusted God's guidance. Sometimes it's scary, but always remember that He has got your back. Have you ever felt like you're stuck or stagnant? Like nothing is changing or moving forward? That can be one of the most difficult places to be, but know that God can meet you right there. He can bring new life and renewal to even the most barren places. I love how Isaiah 43 verses 18 and 19 says, "Forget the former things. Do not dwell on what is passed away. See, I am doing a new thing. Now it springs up. Do you not perceive it? God is always doing something new, even when we don't see it. Now, dear viewers, here are the 5 encouraging ways through which God moves in our lives. 1. Guiding our steps with divine wisdom. Have you ever faced a decision and suddenly felt an inexplicable sense of clarity? That's God's wisdom guiding you. When we seek His guidance through prayer and reflection, He illuminates our path, helping us make choices that align with His divine plan. This sense of direction often comes in moments of quiet reflection or through advice from a trusted friend, showing us that God's wisdom is always available to us, steering us toward our true purpose. 2. Providing peace in times of turmoil. Life can be chaotic and overwhelming, but God offers a peace that transcends understanding. In moments of stress or anxiety, turning to God in prayer can bring an immediate sense of calm and reassurance. This divine peace helps us navigate through our challenges with a steady heart and a clear mind, reminding us that we are never alone in our struggles. It's a powerful testament to God's constant presence and His desire to comfort us in our times of need. 3. Blessing us through others. God often moves in our lives through the people around us. Acts of kindness, support, and encouragement from friends, family, or even strangers are not mere coincidences, but divine interventions. These moments of connection and care are God's way of showing His love and reminding us of the importance of community. When we experience love and support from others, it's a reflection of God's own love working through them. 4. Opening doors of opportunity. Have you ever experienced an unexpected opportunity that seemed too perfect to be a mere chance? These are the doors that God opens for us, leading us toward new adventures and possibilities. Whether it's a job offer, a new relationship, or an inspiring project, these opportunities are God's way of propelling us forward and helping us grow. Embracing these moments with faith and gratitude allows us to see the broader picture of God's plan for our lives. 5. Transforming our hearts and minds. One of the most profound ways God moves in our lives is through the transformation of our hearts and minds. As we grow in our faith, we begin to see the world through His eyes with more compassion, understanding, and love. This inner transformation is a powerful testament to God's work within us, changing our perspectives and aligning our desires with His will. It's a gradual process that brings about profound personal growth and a deeper connection with the divine. As we draw this incredible journey to a close, remember that God's presence is woven into the very fabric of our lives. From guiding our steps with divine wisdom to transforming our hearts with His boundless love, He is constantly at work within us and around us. The beauty of God's movement in our lives is found in the subtle, everyday moments and the grand life. Let this awareness fill you with hope and encouragement. Embrace the peace that comes from knowing you are never alone, and trust that every step you take is part of a greater divine plan. Celebrate the blessings and opportunities that come your way and cherish the love and support you receive from others. Most importantly, allow God's transformative power to renew your heart and mind, leading you towards a life filled with purpose and joy. Thank you for joining me on this journey of discovery. I hope this message has touched your heart and inspired you to see God's hand in your life more clearly. Keep your heart open, your faith strong, and remember, God is always moving in your life, guiding you with His unwavering love and grace. Stay blessed and keep believing.